is where we're from. The 12 tribes of Israel. In 721 BC, the Assyrian.
Bless you, brothers and sisters. This is brother and priest Rikash Yar, Elder Rikash Yar from the Gathering of Christ Church. We're here tonight, and the daylight savings caught me from the East Coast. So, you know, to really get caught up into an introduction tonight, because I know we have a lot of questions. At the lines, okay, and any question you have, I'll be more than glad to answer. Here, safe and sound, and you know, I brought my son out here. I'd like to thank the Most High for allowing us to get here safe. Second of all, I'd like to thank the Most blessed the brothers and sisters. And I want to say this, brothers and sisters, till we get to the end, there's a more chance faith shaken dealing with this. So this movement we'll be more than glad to help you with, okay? Show. What we'll do is we'll give you an announcement. This announcement is for those that are serious about leaving. Those that do not know, or for the first time have listened to the show together, not because it's our own opinion, not because this is because the Most High command us according to the scriptures to leave, and we're now, if you are watching closely, you're seeing, look clearly, you see that the economy is shocked. You see that they're drying up. You can't make ends meet. People are losing their jobs. States. And see, America is planning a mass roundup. You know that you're going to go off and you're going to blame the government when the government, it's the government. If you can't feed your family, if you can't do certain things, hey, it's going to be. So what I'm going to do, I see my line. I need you to hold tight. And I'm going to come through on a clearer line. Just hold tight. Just important. I'm going to open up the lines for you all. Okay, brothers and sisters, I hope this is a lot clearer for you. Now, going back to what I was mentioning before, is that soon it will be total anarchy here in the United States. I can understand a lot of your concerns. You're wondering, okay, we don't have any finances. Okay, how can we move our families? How are we to go into a strange land, without any type of year's preparation? What type of finances or work can we get when we get over to the land? Will we be safe? Are we going near a place where there's war? And all these concerns are good concerns. But that lets you know that we've been conditioned. We're like slaves because we don't think outside of this nation. We are afraid to step out with faith with the Most High and do the Most High's bid. Notice how afraid we are because we're so used to being on the plantation. But the Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear. Okay? You have some brothers and sisters that are lashing out on us. And I'm going to put this out there again saying, isn't that a lack of faith leaving America? A lack of faith is staying. Anybody can stay here and have Master take care of you. So there's a lot of scriptures we're going to go into. But before that, before I go into these scriptures, I want to open up the dialogue. All right? And I'm going to put this out there to all you brothers, even the brothers in other Israelite groups and all that. Brothers, y'all need to get it together, okay? No more attacking brothers and all that. We're in the last times. Everyone is arguing about whose doctrine is right. You think Satan cares about doctrine? You think he cares about, he's going to destroy all of us. So you brothers that are out there attacking people thinking that you have brought the truth of the Most High, none of us are the Most High. We're servants. We need to get it together, stop attacking each other, because that shows that we are a product of captivity. We're so busy attacking each other, we don't realize that what's being prepared for all of us. I'm talking about all you brothers out there. What's wrong with loving each other? That's why Christ says, love your enemy. Love your neighbor. Because only love is going to get us through these times. While we're fighting each other, I'm looking at all the neo groups and the Ku Klux Klans out in Pennsylvania where I stay. There's 2 black supremacist groups and like 15 to 20 white supremacist groups that surround in the black areas. So when all this hits, and there's no rule of thumb when it comes to law, they're coming into your neighborhoods. So I'm putting it out there. It's time to come together, pool our resources, and at the end of the show, we're going to put out a beacon for those that are serious about this. All right? This is serious business. Whoever is left here in America when this thing go down, when they tell you that the stimulus package didn't work, when there is no jobs, when there's no trucks coming into your neighborhoods to feed you, when you can't shop, then you're going to say, you know what? What those brothers were saying was correct. You know why? Because you trust in man. You should not listen to what man is telling you anyway. What you should say in that day is, the Most High warned me and I didn't listen. That's the problem. We're still trusting in men. When that time comes, you're going to say, you know what? Those guys were right. Well, why didn't you ignore the guys and look at what those guys were reading? Brothers and sisters, brothers, it's time to kick in. So at the end of this show, we're going to give a directive for all the brothers and sisters that are serious about this. We're going to leave a phone number where you can reach us. By the end of the month, we're going to know who's serious about this move, okay? We don't care if it's a big number. Really, the smaller the number, the less problems. But we're going to be willing to help, and you brothers out there that have resources are going to have to put in so that you can help us get out of Babylon. With that, I'm going to open it up because I'm sorry I'm a little late tonight, but I'm just going to open up the whole line tonight. I'm going to go through these numbers, and we're going to talk, all right? I want to talk to you. If you have any concerns, we're more than happy to deal with your concerns, all right? If you need prayer, we're here to pray for you. That's another thing. If you need prayer, we're going to put it down on our next Sabbath service. Everyone that needs prayer, next Sabbath, we're going to put out a prayer for everyone, okay, because Israel needs prayer. We are in darkness. The economy is getting destroyed, and you are about to go through the worst time that the Bible, that this earth have ever seen, and it's called Jacob's trouble. And I can't trumpet that enough. We can't put that out there enough, all right? And again, you brothers out there that are listening, listen, even brothers that are attacking us, we love you. We'll never speak against you. We love you. And the more you attack us, the more we're going to love you, because that's what's going to get us through this. Stop arguing with each other. Stop fighting each other. We like crabs in a bucket. Christ don't want this. Christ wants us to love each other, man. We can sit down as men and go over doctrine. That's nothing. We can go into the Bible and go over doctrine. That's nothing. But where's the love? We need to get it together, because soon there will be no YouTube. There will be no Blog Talk Radio. Okay? There will be no Justin TV. There will be no internet. Soon all this is going to be taken away. Soon we're not going to be in this country. Soon. So it's time for us, brothers and sisters, to really get it together. Ricard Shiar, Blog Talk Radio. How are you doing this evening? Ricard Shiar, Blog Talk Radio. How are you doing this evening? Hello? Okay, now because I have limited time tonight, all right, I'm gonna ask one time, and if you don't come in, I'm gonna have to hang up on you. I'm sorry, because we only got 50 minutes tonight. Ricard Shiar, Blog Talk Radio. How are you doing this evening?
Shalom, brother.
Shalom. How are you?
I'm doing fine. This is Brother Dante. I'm calling from the Los Angeles area.
How you doing, Brother Dante?
Man, I'm blessed. Before I get to asking you any questions, I just want to give all praises and glory to Ahaya and Yeshaya. And secondly, I just want to say, Ricard Shiar, brother, you and the rest of the elders are truly righteous servants of the Most High. And I just wanted to let you brothers know that. No problem. My first question is, according to the scriptures, what defines a marriage? According to the scriptures, because I know, everybody going to the chapel with the preacher and reading the vows and everything, but I want to know, according to the scripture, what defines a marriage between a man and a woman.
Okay. Good question. We know we have to start this off with the Bible, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's because I know everything you brothers do is from the scriptures. That's why, So let's do it. I got my Bible right here. Got the good old King James version right here, brother.
Well, that's the one we need, brother. Okay, we can tackle this real quick. Okay, I need you to go to Genesis.
Okay.
Go to Genesis, the 24th chapter.
Genesis, the 24th chapter. What verse, brother?
We're going to start at... a lot of people have that question, and I'm glad you asked that. So I'm going to start off with one of the patriarchs, Isaac, and his wife Rebecca. Let's see how they got together, okay?
Okay.
Let's start at the let's jump right to it. Let's start at the 58th verse. Start at the 58th verse.
Chapter 24 and the 58th verse?
Yes, sir.
Okay, brother, I got you.
And read all the way down. Go ahead.
You want me to read?
Go ahead. Take your time.
It says, so they called Rebekah and asked her, will you go with this man? I will go, she said. So they sent this sister Rebekah on her way. I'm reading from, this is another, international version, so I don't know if...
Well, don't worry about it. We can go through with it. Because,
Okay, no problem.
So let's go through it, because what happened was they sent and asked Rebekah would she marry Isaac, and she agreed.
Okay.
So now this is the part of the story where they're going to eventually come together. Finish reading.
Okay. So it says, I will go, she said. So they sent their sister Rebekah on her way along with her nurse and Abraham's servant and his man. And they blessed Rebekah and said to her, our sister May you increase to thousands upon thousands. May your offering possesses the gates of their enemies. Would you like me to keep going?
Keep on going.
Then Rebekah and her maids got ready and mounted their camels and went back with the man. So the servant took Rebekah and left.
Go ahead.
Now Isaac had come from Beer Lahai Roy, for he was living in the Negev. He went out to the field one evening to meditate, and as he looked up, he saw camels approaching. Rebekah also looked up and saw Isaac. She got down from her camel and asked the servant, "Who is that man in the field coming to meet us?" "He is my sister," the servant answered. So she took her veil and covered herself.
That's where they get the veil from the marriage from. Read on.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Then the servant told Isaac all he had done. Isaac brought her into the tent of his mother Sarah, and he married Rebekah.
Now,
so she became his wife, and he loved her.
So now, you see what it says there? I'm going to show you why you don't use those new translations.
Okay.
I'm going to read the exact same verse.
Okay.
The 66th and 67th verse.
Okay.
And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent, and he took Rebekah, and she became his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. When he took her, that means he had sex with her.
Okay.
They went into the tent. There was no witnesses there, because there's only one way two flesh becomes one.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's through sex.
That's through sex. Now let's go with Christ. Go to Matthew 19.
Matthew 19. You still want me to read about this book, brother, or you want me to get the other book? Let me get
How
the other
far is
book.
that book from you? Because we're moving right now.
Right. I know, brother. I know. This is right here in my hand.
Okay, get the King James Version. The other one you can toss forever.
Okay, brother. No problem.
All right. Get Matthew
no problem.
19.
So you want me to get Matthew what now?
Matthew 19, 4 and 5.
Okay. 4 and 5.
Yes.
Okay. Chapter 4, verse 5?
Matthew, the 19th chapter.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother.
Take your time. Okay. The 4th and 5th verse.
Okay, brother. Would you like for me to read it?
Take it. Go ahead.
It says, "And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?"
So when he made male and female, what did he tell them to do?
What did you say again, brother? I couldn't hear you.
When the Most High God made male and female in the beginning, what was his commandment to them?
What was
and multiply.
That's right, brother.
That was the commandment. Now let's see what Christ said. Read the 5th verse.
"And said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twine shall be one flesh."
Exactly. Read.
"Wherefore there are no more twine, but one flesh."
How do people become one flesh? Two separate people.
Through sex.
Read on.
"What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put us under."
What therefore the Most High have joined together, let no man put asunder. That's including the preachers.
That's
if
right.
the Lord let a man meet a woman, and they both are single, the Lord put them together. So if the Lord put them together, how can another man look at that and say it's sin? Now, it's unlawful for a man to sleep with another man's wife. You understand? So now that leaves us to the traditional marriages we have in America here today. Let me go through it real quick because it's tradition. It's not biblical.
Okay.
You mean to tell me some people that are having sex and that have better families than ours in third world countries right now, that God is not looking down on their marriage as righteous? At least their marriages stay together.
That's right.
Now let's examine this. They know the power invested in them is not the power of the Most High. It's the power of the state. To prove that, an atheist can marry you as a judge.
Mm.
Okay? Now, let's deal with this for a second.
Okay,
Before slave abolition, before slavery was abolished, we were jumping over brooms. Now, it so happened that once slavery was abolished, there was an influx of black men marrying white women and vice versa. So in order for the government / judges, because don't forget, your judges and clergy were actually slave masters back then. In order for them to get control of who was marrying who, they instituted a license to marry. There's no licenses in the Bible to marry anyone. They did that, and the clergy started teaching from their churches that if you don't do it by the government, it's sin and fornication. And through tradition, it's been passed down in our civilization to the point where you can have two people together that love each other and feel guilty because the church tells them they can't be together. And what Christ said here, what the Most High put together, let no man put asunder. Now, is it unrighteous to marry? If you want to have a ceremony, fine. Christ turned water into wine at a wedding. Usually, that's the party to integrate both families. That's more to do with getting both sides of the family together than it is the man and woman being married, because in the old time, sex came before the ceremony.
Now it's reversed.
Now they reversed it. What happens is a man would take a token of virginity from the father, which was a sheet that he would put over the bed. He would pay the father a dowry for a pure virgin that haven't been touched. He would take the sheet in the chambers, and they would make love. The blood would come down on the token, and he would give it back to the father after they wash off to show that it was a good exchange. And then once it was a good exchange, they would hold the sheet up, and then they had the wedding, the party. So sex came before the ceremony. But we're living in the Western world that have nothing to do with the scriptures. You cannot find this marriage that we do here in America in the Bible. Okay? So I have to go, brother, because we have a full line right now.
Okay, brother. I just have one more quick question. Okay. I'm out here in Los Angeles, and me and my wife, Crystal, wanted to be born again and get baptized.
Yes.
So is there any, brothers we can connect with out here to make that happen as soon as possible?
Absolutely. We have brother REI.
Okay.
And brother Royal there. Okay, they're beautiful people too. Beautiful people, brother. You're gonna love these people.
Okay, brother.
They've been part of the church for a while, and they don't just dunk people in the water. Okay, they want to get to know you. They want to know that you're serious. You understand? But
yeah, brother. We serious.
Okay, but I want you to talk with them. I have your number, and we'll call you up after the show, and I'll get us all in a three-way if possible. Okay.
Okay, brother. I really appreciate that. Thank you,
brother, because we're about to get up out of here.
Okay, brother, and I'm a listen, for the rest of that information, because we serious about that too. So I'm not gonna hold you up. Okay. Shalom. Thank you for the information, brother, and I'll be expecting your call.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
All right. Okay, we got about 40 minutes, brothers and sisters. So let's try to keep everything condensed straight to the point, because there is an announcement I need to make at the very end. I do apologize for the tardiness tonight. The daylight savings time killed me, but let's keep on going. We got the 678 area code. This is Brother Rakash Yar from the Gathering of Christ. How are you doing this evening? This is Brother Rakash Yar from the Gathering of Christ. How are you doing this evening? Okay, we want to keep going along. I'm sorry if I hang up on you because you wasn't there. I apologize, okay? It's just that, okay? We have a lot of people waiting, and I just can't wait, all right? Okay, we got Brother Rakash Yar here from the Gathering of Christ. How are you doing this evening? Hello? Blog Talk Radio, this is Rakash Yar.
You hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
How you doing? Shalom, my brother. It's Damian. How you doing?
How you feeling, Brother Damian?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just listening to man, supporting the church.
You just listening right now?
Yeah, I'm just listening. You can call me a little later. I got a few things I need to talk to you about.
Okay, I'll call you once I'm done.
All right, brother.
Bless you, brother. Okay, we're going to see if we can get through these lines, and I'm going to make this announcement here very soon. We have, this is Rakash from the Gathering of Christ. We have someone from the 901 area code. How are you doing this evening?
Brother McCall?
Yes, this is he. How are you?
Okay, I'm having some technical difficulties with my speaker on my phone. I didn't know. I thought I was just listening on. I didn't know that you was going to connect me when I was listening tonight.
Well, that's no problem, brother. What I'll do is I'll just hang up and get the next line in. And
okay, brother.
Your number, I'll keep you on, okay?
Okay, brother McCall.
All right, bless you, brother.
Right.
And I want to put this out there again, brothers and sisters. You brothers and sisters out there that are learning through YouTube, that have been learning through the Gathering of Christ, don't be shaken. It tell you in the book of Peter's, okay, about the time we're in. We're dealing in perilous times. Don't be shaken, or let your faith be shaken, and don't pay attention to that mess people are putting out there against other brothers and all that. Because you're going to find out at the end of the day, we are all we have. It's going to be total survival. The Most High is going to be with us, but you're going to have to trust your brothers and sisters that you are around. We don't want to go into a strange place with people we just don't trust. So if there's some issues you're dealing with, go to Matthew the 18th chapter, read it carefully, follow those steps, and get those issues and those demons that are attacking, that are making brothers come against each other out of the way. Matthew 18, read it. Do those things so that when we come together, brothers will love each other and help support these families and these children and these women. You understand? Because we all are going to be in a strange place, and love must reign amongst us. All right? I wanted to put that out there. We have someone from the 210 area code. This is Rakash Yar from the Gathering. How are you doing this evening?
What's going on, brother?
Who this, True?
Huh?
Who's this? What's your name, brother?
Oh, this brother Cordell, man.
How you doing? Are you listening, or you have something to say?
No, well, I'm listening because I'm in the car right now, but I did I got that list, man. Also, with the people who are serious or whatnot. But I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay, let me put it out there so the people know what you're talking about. This is Brother Cordell from Texas, and we asked him last week to get a list of people in Texas who are serious about the move, knowing that we'll soon be leaving this country. So he have that list that we're talking about, and I'm going to make a formal announcement about this list at the end of the show. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. I was talking to one of my kinfolks or whatnot. And he said, there was kidnapping people in Mexico. Now I know they got a lot of troops down there right now or whatnot. And I also talked to Brother Jason in South Carolina. And the Spirit always connecting us with info. And he said, martial law is going on out there right now. So that's crazy. I just want to put that out there, man, for the people. Let them know, it's serious, because a lot of them, saying how is this Babylon, but it's so much stuff that, that's going on. And then you got to ask yourself, how is this connecting to the Bible? You know what I'm saying? It is. Yeah. So that's when they need to wake up, man.
It's totally connected. And, those governors and lawmakers in Texas are eating this up, because that's another pretext for them to bring forth martial law.
Uh-huh.
If you heard the governor of Texas, he said, listen, even if Barack Obama does nothing, we will do what we can to protect our border. And that's why they had those tanks that were going there to Texas. Remember you called me last week and said tanks were on their way to Texas?
Yeah.
So they knew even before the riots happened that there was going to be some type of civil unrest on the other side of the border. So, brother, it's here. And see,
yeah, man. Yeah.
and we're putting this out there to our people, because our people are like sheep, like Christ said. Our people don't deal with anything till it's on their behinds. They don't deal with nothing until it's, they look for their preacher to warn them, and the preacher don't know what he's talking about. So we're putting these things out there to the people. Listen, wake up, read your Bible, get yourself together, because a change is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. What else you wanted to say, brother?
Nah, man, that's pretty much it, man. I just want to, thank the Most High for the truth, Because, you know, me and my wife, we really didn't come to the truth. You know, we've been a Baptist church all our life, man. He was telling us we were Gentiles and that Jesus came back and, you know, the Old Testament as Melchizedek. And I didn't know what a Gentile was until I started, you know, watching YouTube with you guys. And then it all came, like everything just made sense. And everything that's going on in the world, people want to keep believing that it's a coincidence that the economy's happened, the fires in California, they mostly burning the rich houses. It's like, it just, they don't want to believe it, man. But,
well, brother,
you know,
I'm gonna say this for you because I thank you for what you're doing, and I say, brother, when you get a chance, read Revelation, the 2nd chapter, because you can never lose this first love, this fire, and this intense passion you have for the Most High right now. That's the spirit that's going to carry you over. Don't let anyone take that away from you. And I'm saying that because we got a lot of brothers that had that fire that are losing it for whatever reason. Make sure you root it, brother, because, brother, this is it.
Oh, yeah.
The time we in, this is, and it's good that you can see and you're able to bring forth, see the prophecies happen and be a part of this change. And we thank you, brother.
I think, you know, praise the Most High. You know?
We thank you, brother, because like you say, you was in a Baptist church. And, I mean, did you know any of this before you started listening and getting into the Word?
Well, I knew about, you know, the conspiracies, like the 9/11 conspiracies and the Masons. I studied that. And then, you know, it kind of like connected it all together. It's like basically all kind of evil just connecting the dots together. You know, propaganda just everywhere. Just it's like the devil, he just a genius when it comes to, you know, evil. He'll use propaganda, you know, on top of propaganda to get you. Like, it'll make it seem like Nas. Nas is like a Mason too, but he, you know, he rapping. He's spitting everything that's going on, but at the same time, he just leading our people into, you know, leading the sheep into the slaughterhouse. Like, he's with them, but he's preaching the truth.
Absolutely. And I wanted to put this out there, the fact that they're teaching you that you are Gentiles in the church is ridiculous. Then you got brothers out there teaching that it doesn't matter who you are. Ridiculous. There's going to be 12,000 from each tribe that's going to lead this, and it tell you in Romans, the 3rd chapter, what advantage then have a Jew every way? Because unto them were committed the oracles of God. The Bible and these scrolls that this Bible was translated from belongs to us. And we're not wrong for claiming that, because that's why you have all these philosophies out here, because the real people of the Bible have not been teaching the Bible. But, brother, what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect you real quick. I'm going to see you come in if you want to hear, but I got to go down the line. We got about 30 minutes, okay?
That's fine. Shalom. I'll talk to you soon.
Shalom. All right. You're looking for all these other people out here that claim to know the Bible, to teach the Bible, and look at the confusion we have here in this world. So, yes, we have to claim who we are. It's not wrong claiming who we are. It tell you in Hosea, the 1st chapter, in that land that it was said that you are not God's people. In that same land, it shall be told you that you are the children of the living God. So how can they be told that if the preachers are saying it doesn't matter? Someone has to figure it out. Did Abraham know who he was? What about Isaiah? What about Jeremiah? What about Moses? What about Jesus Christ or Yeshua? What about the disciples? All these. What about Paul? So it gets on our nerves when people tell us that it doesn't matter who we are. Then in the same breath, teaching the church that we're Gentiles. That's ridiculous. If it doesn't matter who we are, how did you figure out we were Gentiles? So brothers, we need to shake our people out of those Baptist churches, man. Those dens. The scriptures tell you it's a den to trap souls. Okay. We got more. We got someone from the 443 area code. This looks like a familiar number. This is Ricard Shaw. How are you doing this evening?
Hey, Ross, Keith, and B-More.
I knew it was familiar. How you doing, Brother Keith?
Hey, now, I tried to get up with you the other day because I had got your message. But what we talked about is all good. After the show, just call me and I'll get them dates. We'll get it together.
I'm going to call you right after the show because we got a brother that need to talk to you.
Okay, that's cool. Let me give you Jeremiah 4:5 real quick.
Go ahead, read it.
Declare ye in Judah and publish in Jerusalem and say, blow ye the trumpet in the land. Cry, gather together and say, assemble yourselves and let us go into the defenced cities. So, hey, Rob, on NBC, they got this show coming out called Kings.
You got it.
And, yeah, it's weird how Hollywood is putting everything in our face to entertain us but we're not actually looking at the scriptures to do what the Most High say. But some of us are, man,
and I'm glad you brought that up because I don't want to get off the beaten path, but they're telling us they're letting out these secrets in these movies, like Lord of the Rings. All these people come together who had no idea that they had power, and then you have this guy at the very end come to find out he's the king.
Yeah.
Then you have the Lion King, where a wicked and evil, perverse lion is ruling the jungle, and the young cub that is heir to the world or heir to the jungle get raised by these hyenas and don't know who he is until he finally get old and come to the light. And his father show him who he really is, that he's actually the heir to the throne. And now, once he ruled, everyone rejoices. The Matrix, you can go on and on and on. The whole earth, even Hollywood is putting out there that there's some people that's living in darkness that the whole earth is waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
And, brother, that's what we out here for. We out here to shake those brothers and sisters from the dust and let them know you're not just normal people.
I know that's right.
Something's going to happen, brother. I'm going to tell you, when we're over in that land together and these brothers and sisters are depending on the Most High and are totally broke, the yoke is off of our neck from this captivity, and we finally learned that we can sustain and we can live without America, the Most High going to do something amongst us. Something that we can't even explain, something that I can't even read. The Lord's going to do something with us because we're so dependent on this world. We have broke the cord with our connection to the Most High. We don't know what it is to live by faith because we got our jobs. We got the things that this world gives us as security. But really, it's disconnecting us from our Father because we never had to depend on Him for real. A lot of people think if you lose your job and you get a new job, that's the Lord. But what about being in a country by yourself? And the Lord got to sustain your food, your water, your shelter, and you have to pull together and love each other or it will mean your lives.
That's the Lord.
When you have to pray together because you have no choice because everyone is against you and you by yourself. See, that's when the Most High going to kick in.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to say that, Brother Keith, but I'm going to call you later. We have about 24 more minutes. I'm going to get the rest of the people in. But, brother, we love you, man, and keep bringing those scriptures. You bring them every week.
Bless you, Brian.
All right? All right, bless you, brother.
All right.
Man, what a wonderful brother, man. And it's good to have brothers out there. One day we all going to stand together, man, all of us. And that's what they fear, man. It tell you in Jeremiah that we're going to stand up a great and exceeding army, man. That's what they fear. Not a physical army, but a spiritual army. You can fight physics, but you can't fight the spirit. Okay, we got someone from the 832 area code. How are you doing this evening, brother? Rakash Shaw from the Gathering of Christ. How are you doing this evening? Hello? Rakash Shaw from the Gathering of Christ. Okay, we're going to keep this moving because we have about 20 minutes. So I'm going to keep this moving here. All right, let's see here. We have someone from the 708 area code. Excuse me. How are you doing this evening?
Shalom, brother.
Shalom. How are you doing this evening?
Good. I'm good. It's Brother Rich.
Talk to me, Rich.
All right. Just a quick question. I'm going to keep it moving pretty fast since you only have 20 minutes. Revelations chapter 13, I was just curious of who, when it says, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And then the beast, which I saw, was like up into a leopard. And I just want to know who this beast was, because I think it's 2 beasts in chapter 13. And
okay,
I think I was told that one was a political and one was a religious.
Okay, we're going to get right to it. We're not going to guess who it is. We know that the 7 heads and 10 horns. You had 7 empires in the earth. Then you got the 10 horns who came out of Europe, which is the EU. These were the original 10 powers of Europe. All right? Then you got that of a leopard. When you go into Daniel, it lets you know that leopard or that beast is Alexander the Greek or the Greeks. So that's what that's talking about, like a leopard. It's talking about empires there. It's talking about the power of the Greeks there. If you go into history, you would know that Alexander the Greek came out of the mountains with a leopard skin over his whole body. He had the leopard head over his head.
Okay.
Talking about Alexander the Greek there.
And then I think
the 7 heads. The 7 heads are 7 empires that you can read of in Daniel's also in Daniel's 9.
Okay.
Okay. And then, Daniel 7, excuse me. And then the 10 horns is the EU.
That's the EU, all right.
They're the European powers, the original European powers that came after Rome, that was being ruled by the original Roman Empire.
Okay.
Okay.
And then down in the 11th verse it says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon."
That's talking about America.
Oh, this is okay. So
that's America right there.
All right.
What are the 2 attributes? Give me those 2 attributes again. What are they?
Coming up, he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he
like
spake
a
as
lamb,
a dragon.
And spake as a dragon. You see how soft-spoken our politicians are?
Right.
Okay?
Make it
But
seem
they
like
speak
everything's
but really
good.
Satan
Right.
and war is in their heart. Also, you got the two states you have here in America. The 2 things you have, what you would call a separation of state, which is religion and the state. So even though they speak as a lamb, war is in their heart. That's talking about America right there. You know what? We'll do a full breakdown on one of the shows, breaking down Daniel's and breaking down 1 chapter of Revelations to give that full understanding. That's no problem.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, man, I just wanted to say, man, bless you for the teachings. I just got on like 2 months ago, started watching the videos, and I've never even heard this stuff before. I'm actually pretty upset that I've never heard it before, but I'm glad it came to the light right now. So, I mean,
brother, time and chance happen to all men, brother, and this is your time. Don't be upset. And see, that's what we put out there. That those brothers that be out there screaming and cursing people out, they don't know how to channel that anger into something productive. So don't get angry, brother. Thank the Most High that you're able to see now. All right? And do something with it. Repent, get baptized, and let's get ready to war together. Let's get ready to... Go ahead.
One more question. Do you know anybody out here in the Minneapolis area that you know I could connect with?
Yes. Hold on. Let me get your name.
Richard.
Richard. You in Minnesota?
Yeah, I'm in Minnesota. I'm from Chicago. That's why it's a 7 I'm 8, but I moved up here.
A lot of people I'm running into from Chicago, man. I'll tell you what, brother. I'm going to call you, okay?
All right.
I'm going to get a brother to call you. If not myself, it's going to be a brother named Benjamin, okay?
Okay.
From the Philadelphia area. We have to get to all these areas, and I have to say, we're going to put this out at the end of the show, too, that brothers and sisters are going to have to come together in their areas and get us to you, all right? Because we're dealing with limited resources. Back during the disciples' time and Paul's time, the people came together and understood how important it was to actually support this work so that the teachers can get to you. There's many things we can't teach on YouTube or online. We have to see brothers face to face. So, brother, I'm going to call you, all right? Or I'm going to get someone else to call you.
Cool. And I mean, if I can help out with resources to get them here, so hey, it's not a problem to me.
Okay. Well, we're going to do it, brother. And like I said, I'm putting it out there. Don't let no one steal that fire that's in you. Satan got many, many devices. Just stick on the gathering of Christ, stick with those scriptures, and you'll be fine. All right?
Thank you, brother. Bless you.
Bless you, brother. All right, shalom.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to try to get a few more calls in. Okay, we have someone from the 773 area code. This is Rakash Yar from the Gathering. How are you doing this evening? This is Rakash Yar from the Gathering of Christ. How are you doing this evening? Okay, let me keep going here. Hello? Someone's there?
Hello, is someone here?
Yes, this is Ricard from the Gathering. How are you doing?
How are you doing? My name is Brother Sean. Shalom, brother.
Shalom, Sean. How you feeling this evening?
I'm great. Actually, that was my friend Rich that brought me on. So how you doing, Rich, brother Rich? Actually, I'm enjoying the information, and it's really great that I had an opportunity to find out about what you're doing. This is the first call, so it's good to meet you.
Well, bless you, brother. Praise the Most High. Ahaya is his name.
Ahaya. Great, thank you.
Ahaya, that's his name.
That's what I'm going to refer to him as.
That's the name he told Moses to give the children of Israel before they were actually taken out from the land of Egypt, or walked out of the land of Egypt with much substance, mind you. But that's his name, Ahaya. There's a lot of names over here. You have people call him Yahweh, Yah, Jehovah, Yahweh, everything. But his name is Ahaya. He told Moses, I am that I am, and that's my name forever. That's the name we have to use on this side. That's going to break the powers of this Pharaoh. But go ahead.
Got it. I just want to say, man, the marriage thing is right on because, you know, that's definitely epiphany that hit me again once you mentioned it. And the brother that told me about it, it was in the African history class, and he was from Senegal. And if he knows about this, and that's really not our tradition, then it's definitely something that a lot of brothers don't know, and that we need to really shed that light on, brother. And I really appreciate the fact that you're doing that.
I'm glad we shedding the light, brother, because why do I got to go downtown and ask them, can I have my wife? Is that a slave or what?
That's definitely a slave, brother.
Is that a slave? Excuse me, man. I said, can I have my wife?
Exactly.
Can you give me a license, even though she's for free? She's right here. Listen, if me and her make an agreement, what do I got to pay this dude for?
Exactly, and it's the blood that really defines the whole fact, and I really appreciate you shedding that light. And I just want to say, too, to all the brothers listening, that, you know, I'm a true Israelite brother. I do believe that in my heart. And I've been going through a lot of trials and tribulations for the past years with these banks and everything. And I'm just here to say as a testimony that this is real and it is going down. I don't know the date. I really want to get with you to learn more about the Exodus, brother. And I was even told by a white man to my face, and this is a man that's been the great at this all his life, that he wasn't good enough. And if a white man could say that to your face, and then not even 2 months later you become the most valuable at that skill, and it's actually an accolade proven, then that's definitely the devil telling you lies, and he will do it all day if you let him. And I just
let me get your name again, brother.
Great. My name is Sean, and I'm from Chicago, brother.
I'm going to tell you this also. I've been receiving mail from YouTube, and one brother didn't want to send mail from YouTube. He sent me through my email address, and he was like, listen, just get out as soon as possible. He said, brother, now, this was actually, I think it was a white guy from Europe. He was like, listen, I've been listening to y'all for a while. They're not telling you that America is already flat broke, okay?
I believe
he said in the news they're not telling you, but over in Europe and other places, it's already publicized that America's going down and that they are preparing militarily for total chaos and anarchy and civil unrest. He said, listen, brother, I've been listening to you for a while. You are correct. Y'all church has been teaching for a while. Just leave. Just leave. Don't worry about it. And you know what? That's why we're going to make this announcement at the end of this show.
Great.
Because we've been talking about it, been prophesying it, been putting it on the script, putting the scriptures out, and people are still fighting against this, and we're only here to help them. But soon we will not be here. So, brother, I'm going to call you, and if you're serious,
I'm serious, brother.
We can pull what we have. Let me tell you, if you have one nickel, okay?
Okay.
The Lord says, they tell you in the book of Acts, they put everything on the table and had all things common. The Lord is going to force us as Israel to depend on each other. He's going to force us. No more depending on this place. Let me tell you, the people that were rich in this place can't depend on this place anymore.
Right.
They're gone. It's over. This thing is over. So bless you, Sean, man, and I'm going to talk to you soon, and keep that spirit, brother.
I appreciate that, sir. I'll
all right.
talk to you soon.
And I'm going to say a prayer out for you, man. I know you've been attacked and all that, but we're going to put a prayer out for you anyway, brother.
Thank you.
All right? Bless you.
Thank you. Bless
This
you.
place is up. You can stick a fork in this place. Okay? Stick a fork. This place is done. Okay? Okay, we have someone from the 732 area code. This is Rikar Shiar. We're going to try to make it as quick as possible. How are you doing this evening?
Hi, it's Brother Mike. I'm actually just listening into the show.
Brother Mike, I want to talk to you on that. Matter of fact, I'm going to call you as soon as I get off the show.
Okay.
Because we're going to need that Rosetta Stone program so that we can get some of these people speaking Hebrew, right?
Okay, that's fine. I'll give you the information when you call.
I'm going to call you as soon as I get off the phone.
All right.
Bless you, brother.
Okay. You too. Bless you.
All right.
Shalom.
Shalom. How did it go there yesterday? You at the camp yesterday?
Yeah, I was there. I didn't speak, but everybody spoke pretty well.
Okay, good. I'm going to see y'all. Be back in Philly tomorrow, brother.
All right.
All right. You going strong, right?
I'm going strong, yep.
Okay, brother. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, we have someone from the 602 area code. This is Rikar Shiar. How are you doing this evening? This is Rikar Shiar from the Gathering of Christ. How are you doing this evening? Hello? Okay. I should have recognized that number right there, but let me go to the next number. Here, one moment. Let's see. We have someone from the 314 area code. We have 10 minutes. I'm going to try to get as many people in as possible. How are you doing this evening?
How you doing this evening, Brother Corey? This Brother Corey from St. Louis.
How you doing, Corey? Talk to me.
I'm doing all right, man. Just giving a testimony, for you brothers bringing out the truth and the spirit. Just our praises to the Most High, and just sometimes, like I say, I came in on the back end of everything, looking at how the world was messed up, and then when it applied to the scriptures, I knew that the Most High was calling me out. So, you brothers that got that fire from when you first got in, just keep that, man. I'm telling you, for real, because it be hard on me. Because I see my friends and my family and people just, you know what I'm saying, it just hurt me, man. But I already know I got to humble myself and help who I can, because the Most High ain't going to put nothing on you can't handle, and I just want to, give all praises and let brothers know, you know what I'm saying? We got to come together, man. We stand 2-4 apart anyway. It's being brothers, hating on each other, you know what I'm saying, taking each other women and all that type of stuff, man. I once used to be there. But when the Most High, you know what I'm saying, changed things up, man, you know what I'm saying, brought my family together, and brothers be thinking it's a game out here, but these scripts is real, man.
Where you at, brother Corey?
I'm in St. Louis, me, Kazak, Nakumia, you know what I'm saying?
I like to read something, brother, because I can tell something is going on there, man. But let me read this, brother. It says, I'm in James, the first chapter. It says, the first chapter in the second verse, it says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations. That means you're getting attacked or whatever the case may be, knowing that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have a perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low. Because as the flower of the grass is, he shall pass away. So when you read this whole chapter, it goes into faith, the temptation we're going to endure, but the fact that if we link to the Most High and not get double-minded, He'll be with us. Now, the Lord has been with us in spurts, as you know, since we've been growing up. We've seen him work. We've seen him work, but on a low level. Now it's time for us to gather together as Israel, as the children of the Most High, even the Gentiles. The Gentiles have to gather with the Israelites and help us on this turn, because Israel didn't walk out of Egypt without the Gentiles. The Gentiles were with us. So we have to get together, know that we're going to get attacked, know that people are going to come against us, know that our family is not going to understand, but we must come together and fight this spiritual fight. And we need to stop fighting each other and arguing at each other and coming down on each other, brother. All of us. And I'm not saying it to you. I'm talking to everyone out there.
Yeah,
a nation divided against itself cannot stand.
Yeah, that's true. That's straight truth, man. Because we all we got, man. You know, we I'm telling you, man. It's for real. It's these scripts, man. It ain't nothing we saying. We just dust and ashes, man. It just a mouthpiece that he uses to get this truth out there. And they go for it the same way we tell it. It go for us too. You know what I'm saying? As we know it, it's more required of us. So this is not a game, brother. We gotta, you know, all you brothers out there that, you know, that might be wavering and things like that, man. Y'all gotta stay rooted, man. Y'all gotta stay in this truth. Stay in the script. YouTube is not in the script. It's not
exactly. Some people become YouTube Israelites. I think that that's what it is. And they get tossed all over the place, brother. I'm going to call you up, brother. I need to make an announcement.
One more thing for the brothers.
Go ahead.
The YouTube. Now, all the brothers on the YouTube that be saying they Israelite, they all hold up a sign and say nuclear destruction is coming. But all them brothers that's holding up the sign, they not telling you what to do after the nuclear destruction is coming. So the script that they giving you, yeah, they telling you it's coming. So now you know what it's trying to do. If they telling you it's coming and you wavering, going back and forth, looking at these things, you should see that they telling you that it's coming. They just not telling you the way to get out. So you need to go to the script and quit running to this computer.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. And brother, I can't wait to stand with you, brother.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom. With that, I'm going to give out a phone number. Okay, you can write this number down if you're listening on your phones or on your computer. The number is 215-253-4448. If no one pick up, don't get discouraged. Leave your message. Someone will call you. 215-253-4448. Okay, by the end of this month, we're looking to have a count of the people that are serious about leaving this country. All right? It's not going to be no foolishness. It's not going to be no chaos. It's going to be love. And even if it's 30 people that are in one mind, that's all we need. We don't need a bunch of people. Okay? As long as these people that go out have the spirit. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put it out there for those that are ordering their passport to send us a passport picture along with your resume. Especially if you've been baptized in the church, you can have elders that you can contact with all your gifts and skills on it. That's so if something is needed skill-wise over into a new country, we'll know who can do that job. And we'll know before we leave this country on who can do what. Infrastructure, engineering, nursing, you name it. Sewing clothes, making gardens, taking care of children, whatever it takes to do a nation, we'll have. Okay? So make sure you call that number, 215-253-4448, okay? And while we're like sheep not preparing here in America, the government have their underground caverns in case there's civil unrest and attacks. They have their Noah's Ark. They done made their ark under mountains. They got planes to jet out in case of emergencies. But what are you going to do? The rich have already got dual citizenship in other countries. What will you do? You better wake up. With that, I'm Brother Rikar Shiar from the Gathering of Christ. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
The East is where we're from. The 12 tribes of Israel. 721 BC, the Assyrian king, he took us down, we fell. With a great escape we went through the Euphrates. The Lord held the water still. To a land where no mankind dwelt, we went. The 12 tribes of Israel. We be Manasseh, the Cubans, Ephraim from Puerto Rico, and Valley from the heart of Hawaii. The Lord is calling back Israel. Babylon from Panama, Gad, the North American Indians, Simeon, the Dominican. Our highest gathering Israel. The Arabs and Africans told us. At gunpoint. Together our wives and children and sold us. In the belly of these great ships we traveled in fear. By the rivers of Babylon we found our brothers here.